Hi, this is Hardball Retro. Welcome to the Retrodome. Today we'll be doing a recap of the regular season for the 1975 through 1979 actuals season replay that I just conducted. The actuals, also known as the franchise best players, briefly take the top 40 player seasons for each franchise um, based on win shares for a given team. And so I've got a 25-man active roster and 15 players on the farm team for uh, each roster. And I'm running this in APBA Baseball for Windows version 5.75. So let's dive right in. So I played a complete season, computer managed all of the games. And after this, I'll be conducting the playoffs, which will be the top team in each division based on how things were done back in the 70s, um, and then a game by game World Series with Ernie Hardwell on the play by play. So that'll be upcoming. Um, so, anyway, let's jump right in, take a look at the standings here. We've got the Yankees winning the AL East, uh, 8 game margin in front of the Milwaukee Brewers. Boston Red Sox and Baltimore Orioles also finished above 500, but well off the pace. The Yankees with 105 victories there. Um, and the Tigers, 96 losses, and the Indians, 102 losses. So they were battling for the basement there. Over in the American League West, probably no surprise to anyone here, Kansas City Royals. But the margin of victory was only 3 games over the Twins. Every other team was sub 500, with the order of finish: the A's in third, Rangers, Angels, and White Sox uh, in last place with a 70 and 92 record. National League, Eastern Division, Pittsburgh Pirates cruised to a division title here with 99 victories. The Phillies, distant second, 13 games back, and everybody else below 500. The Mets, Cardinals, Expos, and Cubbies. Um, Expos with 92, Cubs with 93 losses. So over in the NL West, we've got the Reds. Again, not a surprise based on the time frame, 75 through 79. The Reds with 105 victories, tied with the Yankees for best in the majors here. The Dodgers, 13 games off the pace, 92 victories. The Giants, third place, 88 wins. And then we have the Astros, Padres, and the Braves. The Braves with 101 losses. All right, so let's take a look at. We've got the team batting and pitching, and then we'll do the league leaders here, and then maybe we'll look at. I'll probably look at the Yankees and the Reds team roster, all the individual player stats. So, team batting: Pirates 275 average. And let's see, most home runs, looks like by a wide margin here. I've got the Red Sox with 235 dingers, unless I'm missing anything here. 101 triples for the Royals. And we've got a number of teams with over 300 doubles. Looks like, yeah, Cincinnati with 354, leading the way there. And runs per game, we've got runs scored, Cincinnati 923. So they're tops as well there. Let's see, anything else of note? 157 stolen bases for the A's, 116 for the Astros. The micromanager I used is Duke Robinson, so stolen bases tend to be on the low side with Robinson as the manager. He managed all the teams. So Let's see here. Club pitching. Got the Yankees on top with a 3.36 ERA. Dodgers 3.39. Pirates, Mets, and Reds rounding off the top five there. Complete games. Yankees and Dodgers 33 apiece. Orioles 32. Oh, the Angels 35. Angels leading the way there. Ryan Tanana most likely with most of those complete games. Um, Yankees with 20 shutouts, 98 quality starts, 97 for the Dodgers, and most saves, 50 something here. Got a couple teams with 50. Dodgers 53, Orioles 52, Pirates 51. Let's see. Fewest homers allowed. We've got a 114 here by the Dodgers and a 117 by the Expos. So the Expos finished well off the pace, but didn't serve up a lot of long balls. Most strikeouts. Let's see. You've got the Giants. No, that's the Rangers. 822. 901 for the Angels. Again, Ryan and Tanana. Most walks, fewest walks. Let's see. Anybody? Mostly between, looks like 400 and 600 there. See a 417 for the Phillies. That might be the low mark. Yeah. All right. That's club pitching. Let's look at the batting leaders, individuals. Rod Carew, 77 Twins, leading the way with a 350 average. Not a surprise there. Claudell Washington, 332. That might be a bit of a shocker. Lyman Bostic, Ken Griffey, Fred Lynn, top five. You guys can see the entire list here, so I'm not going to run through everything, but I'll just try to highlight some of the more interesting numbers here. Three guys over a 600 slug. We've got Jim Rice, Fred Lynn, and George Foster. Highest on base, Carew, Porter, Morgan, Lynn, all over 400. Runs created, Rice, Lynn, Carew, in the 140s. Longest hitting streak, season, Lance Parrish and Rod Carew, 22 games. A couple other guys with 20. Total average runs contributed. Gonna skip those. Runs scored, Joe Morgan, John Mabry, Foster, Carew, and Lynn. RBIs, 179 ribbies for George Foster. That's a pretty healthy total there. Rice with 150, Lynn 140, Winfield, and Larry Heisel. Most hits, Carew, of course, 233, Bostic 213, Washington, Rice, and Foster all above 200. Doubles, Tony Perez, Larry Parrish, both on Montreal with 55 doubles apiece. Cecil Cooper, Keith Hernandez, also 55. Buddy Bell, 54. That's the top five there. Most triples, 25 by Gary Templeton. Al Cowens with 20. And Jim Rice, 23 for Cowens. Rice with 20. Most homers, Foster, 60. Fred Lynn, 48. Rice, 46. Gorman Thomas, 41. A bunch of guys, 42. A bunch of guys with 41. And a couple with 40. Most walks, Joe Morgan, 149 walks. Darrell Porter, second with 129. Jimmy Wynn, third with 118. Most strikeouts, Gorman Thomas, followed by Greg Luzinski and Toby Harrah. Let's see, left on base, grounded into double plays. You can see the screen here. Multi-hit games, Carew. Stolen base streak, not interested. Most stolen bases, Willie Wilson with 41. So you can see stolen bases are suppressed here quite a bit. Mickey Rivers, Bert Campaneris. Um, so here's something of note here with the way that I have this set up. So Mickey Rivers 76 appears on the Yankees. Mickey Rivers 75 appears on California. So it is possible for a player to be on multiple teams. But it is like, so Rivers' 76 season was the best of his seasons with the Yankees in this time frame. So he only gets his best season of the four. Um, Stolen base percentage, not interested. Let's go to pitching leaders. Ron Guidry, 25-4. Not a surprise there. Mike Caldwell, 23 wins. John Candelaria, 21. Larry Sorensen, Catfish Hunter with 20. Winning percentage, Gator or Louisiana Lightning with an 862 winning percentage. Lowest earned run average, Guidry, 236. Candelaria, Hunter, Steve Carlton, Jim Palmer. Count Montefusco with 276 there. Andy Messersmith, Seaver, Blue, and Doug Rao. Interesting. Most innings, Phil Necro, Ron Guidry, Jim Palmer. And let's see what else do we have here. Game started, Necro 39, most of these guys with 35. Quality starts, Guidry and Carlton. Complete games, Palmer, Tanana, Caldwell. Most shutouts, Guidry, Tanana with 6, Guidry with 7. I like this section here. 10 players with the longest no wins streak current. Dave Frost, California, 13 straight games without a win. Least offensive support, Dennis Eckersley, Jack Morris, under 3 runs a game. Most offensive support, 7 runs a game for Mike Torres. And a number of guys with 6 runs a game there. Most strikeouts, Guidry, 214, Tanana, 211. The only guys over 200. Tanana, 8 strikeouts per 9. Nolan Ryan, his teammate, 7.7. Guidry and J.R. Richard also over 7. Lowest base runners per 9. Jim Palmer leading the way there. There's the Bird, Mark Fidrich. 76 season, of course. Let's see. Highest base runners per 9. Mike Torres. Looks like he got blown up a bit here. Dick Ruthven, Dan Worthen, Steve Stone, Mickey Lolich. Okay. Lowest hits per 9, starting, Gator, Candelaria, Palmer. Most hits per 9, lowest walks per 9, Fergie Jenkins, Larry Sorensen, and Gary Nolan, all less than 2 walks per 9 innings. And fewest homers per 9 innings, Steve Rogers, 0.46, Tommy John, Doc Medich, and Ed Halicki, and there's a bunch of guys here with a 0.5, so we won't go into that. Highest home runs per 9, Louis Tiant. Bill Lee. Three Red Sox in the top 10 there. So, all right, that is pitching leaders. Relief leaders, we won't look at too much of this, but most saves, Don Stanhouse, 45. Terry Forster for the Dodgers, 35. Gossage for the Yankees, 34, tied with Joe Sambito. Top 5, number 5 is Bill Castro for Milwaukee. So there you go there. Castro converting almost all of his saves also. Lowest earned run average in relief, David Palmer, Goose Gossage. Most innings in relief, Ken Brett, Gossage, and Fulgham. Relief points, games in relief, 84 by Gossage. Games finished, holds, blown saves, 16 blown saves for Sid Monge. Paul Hartzell with 20 saves for the Angels. Got inherited runners, strikeouts in relief, 126 by Gossage. Again, not really a surprise there. Jenkins coming out of the bullpen for Boston with 101. Jim Kern, the Emu, 106. And let's see, anything else of interest here? I'll just scroll through in case anybody's interested. All right, so now let's look at team standard reports, and we'll go Yankees, and then we'll look at the Reds, I guess. Let's just do batting and pitching. Look at batting first. All right, so let's see. Starting players, we got Mickey Rivers with a 290 average. Most homers for the Yankees, Nettles, 33. Got Reggie hitting only 211 here, but with 24 dingers. Yeah, Nettles, the RBI leader as well. And Rivers and Randolph with the stolen bases here. But Nettles, other than his 236 average, is the probably the most productive guy on the 75 through 79 Yankees as far as batting is concerned. Pitching, obviously, we have Guidry and Gossage and Catfish Hunter. So no surprise that they clocked in with 105 wins there. Yeah, Tommy John with 16. Doc Medich, Ed Figueroa. Pretty stout staff there. Sparky Lyle, his Cy Young season, but they didn't use him that much because they had Gossage here. And got a decent number of complete games out of their starters. So Lyle wasn't able to contribute nearly as much as he potentially could have. All right, let's look at. Let's bring up another team. Nope, I want to pick a different team. Hold on, let's close all these. And let's bring up Cincy. Big Red Machine. All right. Ken Griffey Sr., 316 average. George Foster, 60 and 179, 43 doubles, 200 hits, 127 runs. Monster season, obviously. Davey Concepcion with 93 runs scored. Griffey with 96. Tony Perez, 26 dingers, 83 ribbies. Pete Rose, kind of an off year, 263 at 46 doubles. Johnny Bench, 75 season, 36 and 119. Joe Morgan, a little bit low batting average there, but at 149 walks. And let's take a look at the pitching real quick. So the pitching staff is led by Pat Zachary, 18 wins, 3.29 ERA, and in relief, Raleigh Eastwick with 15 wins, 8 saves, 71 appearances. Will McEnany, 9 saves. Doug Bear with 17 saves. And Tom Seaver, 78, contributed 17 victories and a 3.52 ERA. The rest of the starting staff, fairly mediocre, but they each got 12 or 13 wins there. So there you have it. So we're going to have the Yankees and Royals coming up in the playoffs, and the Reds and the Pirates. So tune in. We'll have those the playoff recap for you shortly, and followed by the individual World Series games. So until then, thanks for watching. Take care. Keep playing ball, and we'll see you soon.